Let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how some people, no smarter than you, no more talented, no luckier, seem to live a life of freedom, while millions of others struggle day after day, month after month, year after year, just trying to get by? They work hard, they pay their bills, they follow the routine, but somehow they never seem to get ahead. Why 97% of people never get rich. And here's the thing, it's not because they were born unlucky, or because life dealt them a bad hand, or because they don't have the ability. The real reason is far more subtle. It's the tiny, almost invisible choices we make every single day. What we watch, how we spend our time, who we surround ourselves with, how we react to challenges that quietly shape the rest of our lives. Most people don't fail all at once. Failure doesn't suddenly knock on their door. It creeps in quietly, almost invisibly, day by day. It looked like hours spent in front of the television, flicking through shows, or reading magazines and newspapers without applying anything to their life. But the principle is the same. Wasted time, passive consumption, and delayed action slowly steal your future. It also shows up as idle conversations or gossip, staying in routines that bring comfort but no growth, and putting off learning new skills or improving yourself. Tell yourself, I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow turns into next week, next month, next year. At first, it feels harmless. A little rest, a little distraction, but over time, these tiny choices add up, quietly shaping your life. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and suddenly, a lifetime has passed you by. Dreams remain dreams. Goals are still on paper. Opportunities you could have seized have vanished, and the life you imagine feels further away than ever. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Think about that. Success doesn't chase people who stay the same. It doesn't chase those who wait for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. Success comes to people who become the kind of person who is ready for it. Someone disciplined, committed, and willing to grow, even when it's uncomfortable. And the hard truth is, most people never become that person. Most stay trapped in routines, clinging to comfort, avoiding growth, and letting life drift past them. That's why 97% of people remain where they are. They watch, they wish, they hope, but they never act. They never transform. But here's the powerful part. Once you see these patterns in your own life, you have the choice to break free. You can stop letting distractions and routine dictate your life, start investing in yourself, and begin becoming the person who attracts success. The moment you do that, you step out of the 97% and start walking the path of the 3%. Those who rise above, who achieve, who truly live. One of the biggest reasons people stay poor is that they stop growing. Think about it. After finishing school or college, how many people actually continue to invest in themselves? How many pick up a book that challenges their thinking, learn a new skill, or explore ideas that stretch their mind? Most stop learning the moment they graduate. They settle into routines believing they already know enough or telling themselves they're too busy to improve. Meanwhile, the 3%, the people who break free and achieve real success, are still reading, still learning, still pushing themselves outside their comfort zones every single day. They understand that personal growth isn't optional. It's the engine that drives wealth, freedom, and influence. That's why they keep moving forward while everyone else is stuck in the same place, watching life pass by. Another reason people remain in the 97% is that they chase comfort instead of discipline. Comfort feels safe. It feels easy. It seduces you with short-term pleasure, a lazy evening, skipping the hard work, putting off responsibilities. Comfort is expensive. Every hour spent choosing ease over effort today can cost you years of struggle tomorrow. Discipline, on the other hand, is uncomfortable at first. Waking up early, working when nobody's watching, learning skills nobody else bothers with, it's hard. This is the path to freedom. Discipline transforms ordinary people into extraordinary ones. It separates the winners from the rest. Without it, no talent, no idea, and no dream can carry you far. Most people also think too small. The majority are consumed with the next weekend, the next short term reward, or the next immediate pleasure. They focus on comfort now, while the 3% are thinking 5, 10, 20 years ahead. They plan, they invest, they take actions today that may not pay off immediately, but will transform their lives forever. That ability to think long term is what separates survival from thriving, mediocrity from greatness. And finally, most people choose the wrong circle. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with people who complain, make excuses, or settle for mediocrity, you will inevitably become the 6th. But if you choose to be around people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better, you can't help but rise. Your circle shapes your mindset, your habits, and ultimately, your destiny. Ask yourself right now, who is shaping your life? These 4 forces: stopping personal growth, chasing comfort instead of discipline, thinking too small, and surrounding yourself with the wrong people, are why 97% of people stay poor. But here's the truth: none of it is permanent. Awareness is the first step. Once you see these patterns in your own life, you can start to break them. You can choose to grow every day, embrace discipline, think bigger, and surround yourself with the people who pull you higher. And when you do, you're no longer part of the 97%. You're stepping into the 3% who rise, who achieve, and who create the life they truly deserve. So how do you break free from the 97% and step into the 3% who rise above? Jim Rohn gave us the blueprint. And it's simple, but it's not easy. First, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Most people pour every ounce of energy into their work, their boss, their tasks, or their paycheck. But the 3% understand a fundamental truth. The most important work is on themselves, their mindset, their habits, their skills, and their vision. The more you grow as a person, the more opportunities the world will place in your path. Growth is what creates freedom. Growth is what creates wealth. Next, trade excuses for small, consistent daily habits. Success is not built overnight, and it is not built by luck. It is built by the tiny actions you take every single day. Reading for 30 minutes, writing down your goals, reaching out to learn something new. These are small steps that compound into massive results over time. Excuses are easy. Habits are powerful. And habits determine the trajectory of your life. Then, plant seeds today in the areas that matter most: your health, your skills, your relationships. The 3% don't wait for the perfect moment. They start now, knowing that the effort they put in today will grow into something far greater tomorrow. Every small investment in yourself becomes a powerful return in the future. Choose a circle that challenges you, that forces you out of your comfort zone. Growth never happens when everything feels safe and easy. It happens when you're uncomfortable, when you're learning from people who are better than you, when you're pushed to level up. Surround yourself with doers, thinkers, and winners, because their energy will lift you higher than you could ever rise alone. These aren't shortcuts. They're not tricks. They're not hacks. They are decisions. Every single choice you make either keeps you in the 97% or lifts you into the 3% who create the life they truly desire. The amazing part is this: You have that power today, right now. You can choose to grow, choose to embrace discipline, choose to think bigger, and choose to surround yourself with people who inspire you. When you do, you are no longer watching life pass you by. You are no longer trapped in routines, waiting for luck or hoping for opportunity. You are stepping into the 3%, the people who rise, who achieve, and who live life on their own terms. There comes a moment in life when you finally see the truth. No one is coming to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not luck, not some miracle that will drop into your lap. That's the moment when everything changes. That's your turning point. The day you decide to take full responsibility for your life, your choices, and your future. Jim Rohn said it best. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Think about that for a second. Stop wishing for problems to disappear. Stop hoping life will become simpler. Stop waiting for the perfect timing. Instead, focus on becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable every single day. Because when you commit to that, when you start improving yourself, learning, growing, taking bold action, and facing your fears, your whole world begins to shift. Every small choice you make compounds. Every habit you build becomes a stepping stone. Every action you take creates momentum. Slowly, day by day, the person you are becoming starts attracting the life you once thought was impossible. This is your turning point. The day you stop waiting and start acting. The day you stop blaming and start building. The day you stop hoping and start becoming. From this moment on, nothing stays the same. Because when you focus on becoming better every single day, your life transforms in ways you never imagined. You begin to rise. You begin to achieve. You begin to live. 97% of people stay poor, but you don't have to. If you commit to growing every single day, if you embrace discipline even when it's hard, if you surround yourself with winners who challenge you to rise, you will break free. Your life isn't decided by luck, fate, or circumstances. It's decided by the choices you make right now, in this very moment. So ask yourself, which choice will you make today? Will you stay in the crowd, letting life pass you by? Or will you take control, step up, and rise above? If this message inspires you, share it with someone who needs to hear Jim Rohn's wisdom today. One small spark can change a life. And remember, no matter where you are right now, no matter how stuck or uncertain you feel, you hold the power to rise, the power to grow, the power to act, the power to transform your life into something extraordinary. Rise now. Don't wait. Don't hope. Choose to rise today.